Greetings, YouTube. I've been carrying a knife since I was 12. I've been collecting knives and other weapons since about the same age. I consider it an integral part of my daily gear. I always have the knife on me. The only times I haven't, say in the last 30 years, were during my first wedding ceremony to my ex-wife, and whenever I've been inside a building that won't allow it, an airport, federal court, things like that. I've lost track of how many times I just reached in my pocket, pulled my knife out, and used it without a second thought. I've also lost track of how many times people have borrowed my knife, or asked if I could use it for them, and I can never quite understand why they don't carry their own. This is what I currently carry. And you open it, like that. You'll note the blade has a pattern on it. That pattern is actually a copper weld between two completely different types of metal. The dark metal being the harder, sharper metal, and the lighter metal has a certain degree of flexibility and greater ductility. The combination makes a good, solid blade. This one is from Kershaw, which I think you can just see right there at the top of the blade. It's known as the Junkyard II, and it has a flipper action, which is what I just use my finger on to open it. I have another blade on my desk. I've got a multi-tool here, and I have dozens of knives and weapons in my home. I've always had one. I also carry a multi-tool on my person. I will probably do a video in the future about what I consider to be my everyday carry kit, or as my wife so lovingly refers to it, my utility belt, because I always have things on me which I think are essential and useful. I consider the knife to be the most basic tool. I consider it to be the first tool that man probably ever really fashioned for himself. I mean, we had rocks and we had clubs, but the first person, or actually the first hominid, who took a rock, struck it against another rock, produced a flint edge. And that was the first knife. With it, you can make an almost endless number of other tools, all which make your toolkit larger, give you more options, and increase your chances of survival. I've never quite understood why more people don't carry them. My wife carries a knife. I've bought it for her. It's in her purse. And I've given them out to friends and coworkers over the years because they're just so darn useful. I recently gave a utility knife to a gentleman who works at a comic store in my town because I saw him one day opening up packages with a pair of scissors, which frankly was kind of dangerous. By giving him a utility knife, he could actually do his job, not put himself at risk, and do it more effectively. He was surprised at this idea, like it had never occurred to him to do. Kind of made me smile. I told him if he was good, and he didn't cut himself, someday I might get him a real knife. Have a nice day.